this is your boy Gabe, and this is the day for the card of the week. But kind of by accident, I kind of put out the intention into the universe. I'm going to be switching. First off, let me say I'm going to be switching in between this camera and this crank camera because I'm recording one video over here while doing the live version here. So if you see me looking over there, there's no one else over there. It's just the camera. So basically, I kind of inadvertently asked the question of the universe, what's the card of the day? And so I found the card of the day, and then I said, oh no, I meant card of the week. And so a different card came to my attention and to my intuition for card of the week. I think that these are both powerful and important cards. So we'll start off with the card of the day. So the card of the day is acceptance. So I'm not going to be doing tarot today. I'm just going to be doing angel cards because I just felt it would be better to do the angel cards. So acceptance to me, well, what I'm going to do is first pick up this card I dropped. Sorry, getting all in your face there, and explain why or what acceptance actually is. Acceptance is an act of balance. Acceptance is something that you do when you have perspective or to gain perspective. It's not something where you are just completely letting life run over you. It's not something where you are aggressively trying to imprint your energy onto life. It's something where you stay right in the middle and you have perspective on who you are. When you have a real perspective on something, you never judge it negatively. And in many ways, you may not even judge it positively. There may be no judgment at all. But with acceptance, you just accept. With acceptance, you have perspective on the way things are. And your perspective on the way things are is that it's perfectly okay for things to be the way that they are. And acceptance is an extremely powerful theme because we've been taught in this world over and over and over and over and over again how important it is to not accept, to fight against, to push against, to try to change, to try to make. Now, that's with regard to a certain thing. You know, there are certain things that we want to change. The reason why we're spiritual beings is because we want to become more refined versions of ourselves. We want to become more refined expressions of ourselves. And so we go upon this path of change. But in many cases, some of us may be on this path of change because we don't accept who we are, meaning our being. What we're changing on this path is our expression of that being, not the being itself. And so acceptance, I want to break down this card here. Now, I don't know what planet this is, but it kind of looks like the moon, even though it's kind of more reddish, goldish, orangish in tint. It actually just kind of looks more like the moon. I'm sorry, I haven't been giving this camera any love. So I'm going to give this camera love for a little bit. So it looks like the moon. And we have the wings here, where it's obviously an angel card series, but the wings represent openness in this situation. With the back being turned to us, the back of the body represents the yin or the feminine aspect of the body, the accepting aspect of the body, not the projecting aspect of the body. And you can see in the picture that the figure is looking behind her kind of with, okay, that's the way it is. That's the way I interpret it anyway. And there's a lot of flowers in her hair, and that's, cute and everything. So acceptance, very, very powerful today, has been an acceptance themed day for me. Definitely over the past few days as well, but I think it's definitely reaching a peak today. And so I want to move on to the next card, which is this card was actually kind of strange to me because sometimes I pick cards of the day and cards of the week, and I'm like, I don't really relate to that. And it's because it's a consensus card. It's something that at least my higher self and my guides and my intuition, or whatever you want to call it, is connecting with whatever and saying, and kind of getting the consensus from their point of view on what someone needs to see. And so this one, and once again, I'm going to say my cards are a little beat up, So, but I like it. It gives them character. I always say that. So the card here is apologize. Apologize. Now you see it's a little bit messed up, but it's a beautiful, beautiful card. And what apology means is it's basically a way of neutralizing the tension of non-acceptance. Let me say that again. It's a way of neutralizing the tension of non-acceptance. Saying that you're sorry truly is an act of humility. Saying that you're sorry doesn't have a true meaning of being sorry doesn't have anything to do with fairness. It doesn't have it at its core. It doesn't have to do with fairness. It has to do with maintaining a relationship that inspires you to be the best that you can be. That's what apology has to do with. And apology also has to do with apologizing to yourself. Because many times, because we don't always accept who we are, at least I know I don't always accept who I am. I'm not perfect, I'm human, but I'm working on it and I'm getting better at it every day because I'm practicing every day. I'm getting so good at it. But sometimes we need to stop and say, you know what, man? Say to yourself or woman, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I judged you that way. Talking to yourself. And when you do that, you can apologize to others so much better as well. It's sorry is not again. Sorry is saying apology is a lot like acceptance in the sense that a lot of people say sorry because they feel guilty and they put a lot of all this guilt on themselves because they don't accept who they are and they don't accept that things happen the way they did and they just feel guilty and they constantly churn over that guilt. And I'm not saying it's bad to feel guilt. Sometimes we do things we don't mean and we're like, man, I feel bad about that. I'm sorry, bro. But it's done after that. Some of us continue to just milk that guilt. That's something that's not healthy. That's not what we want to do. Man, I'm not giving this camera love at all. I'm sorry, guys, because I'm going to post this other video on YouTube. So I'll have a copy of it on YouTube. But apology has to do with perspective again, understanding who you are, what you contributed to the situation. Did it help you grow in a positive way or did it create negativity? Either way is okay because of acceptance, but you have perspective and apologizing, even if the other person might have done you wrong. If you have true perspective on yourself and true self-knowledge, apology can neutralize whatever momentum the energy was going in. And it says a lot about you when you're able to apologize, even in the face of a bunch of wrongdoing. But that requires perspective. So I can talk about perspective at another time. I could do a whole talk on that. But basically, these are the two cards, and I'm going to hold them both up, first in front of this camera and then in front of this one. So we have acceptance and apologize. So at least you can see the pictures. Acceptance and apologize. So I don't know what that means for you. Those are the cards that I drew, and I thought that they were pertinent or whatever. They were relevant to the moment, and you guys can tell me what you guys think of it or not. Doesn't matter either way. It's all good either way. And much love to you guys, and I'll see you again next Sunday. Also, if you want to keep abreast of the cosmic, I do daily readings, cards of the day, usually tarot, but I can also do angel cards and astrology. And if you want to stay tuned in to the daily card, the card of the day, I do that as well on my blog called, I think you can just Google Cosmic Pulse, or you can join the group on Facebook, Cosmic Pulse. And when you join the group or when you read the blog, you'll see the daily blog up there, and we're generating a lot of positivity. I've had very good posts on that group page, and yeah, man, it's been nothing but positivity. It's getting better and better every day. All right, you guys, much love, and you can review this video and let me give love to this cameraman, and I'll see you guys next week, 5 p.m. Peace. Love you guys. Sorry I didn't give you much love. I'm got to get better practice at this. Hope you can forgive me. I apologize.